All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Bocchi the Rock, episode 10, a festival.
And school, going back to school.
Yeah.
Summer break was quick, is over, and
That's right.
You did have a good memory.
One day of hanging
one.
out with your friends. There you go.
Yeah.
Yep.
And now that she's back in school, having changed a lot as a person, Bocchi might actually, have a good time in school.
You know,
it is possible.
Anything is possible, because if we think about it, she's made infinite progress.
That's true.
From her previous summers. You know, because 0 to 1, that's like, you know, it's everything. You know, you can't divide by 0, so yeah.
True.
Yeah.
True. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, going from a state of nothing with very moderately successful YouTube channel. Very impressive for a single cover artist.
Oh yeah.
Very, very specific there. But okay. Going back to school, it's a bit of a hassle, a bit of a nervous wreck potential setup. But you know what? At the very least, Kita might make it a little bit better.
She might. And now you'll get to perform in front of your, well, not friends, the people who have seen you around. Yeah.
Yes. So, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this.
Oh.
Oh.
Ah.
Oh, no.
Perfect. Oh, wait. This is all a dream.
Yep.
Yes. Yes, this is the school performance. Beautiful.
Oh, the drool. Yeah.
Oh, okay, well, you don't want to do that, so you better give any kind of suggestion.
She would do quite good at that, yeah.
Oh, is she gonna bring it up to the band?
But you have to admit, essentially, that you're the one wanting to perform when you go up to the student council and put it in there.
See, I figured Kita would, notice and then be the one to bring it up, but... Wow! Yes!
I'm here.
Wait, you're not asking your... Oh, in the days.
Whose memories are these? Full name.
Yep.
I beat it out of myself.
We better help them and put their submission form in.
Someone clearly was bullying them away from doing this.
Exactly.
Don't worry.
Yep.
We'll protect you.
They just got anemic and passed out, you know?
Yeah. I was bullying myself, you know? Protect me from me.
Wait, no, this wouldn't work, but they don't know I bully myself, no. Imagine how surprised everybody's gonna be when she's like, so guys, I submitted us to a venue. It's like, wait, what? You did, Bocchi? Our Bocchi?
After dark. Hey, Kita.
Nice.
Heard? Wait, so it was passed around the school a lot?
Oh.
Because I wanted the school should know that Kita and her were friends before this.
No, Kita just heard rumor of some girl collapsing on the floor for no discernible reason, and she's like, okay.
That's a Bocchi.
That's a Bocchi.
Yeah.
Ooh. Wait!
Yeah, and I don't want Kita to see the paper. Yeah.
Yeah, and that could be a good way to get fans. Oh my god.
Oh, that was amazing.
Perfect.
That was amazing. Oh my god.
Think of the fans.
Mini bow.
Yeah, and given that she's so popular at school, you'd probably draw a crowd. Bocchi.
Kita has signed them up a long time ago.
Oh,
Ah,
cool.
good,
She
you
talked to
told
them about it. All right.
Yeah.
What about?
That's what you think.
結束バンドで文化祭ステージ出るか迷ってんだってさ。いいじゃん出ようよ。ライブハウスとは違う良さがあるよ。出たことあるんですか？中学の時ね。私もある。マイナーな曲弾いて会場を艶に。
Of course, Rio would be proud of something like that.
私もオリジナル曲ここ以外でやりたい。
Yeah.
あるって知ってもらういい機会。
Right, you can make new fans.
文化祭って青春ロックで盛り上げないと退学な。
What?
こんな高速はないでしょ。ぼっちの迷う気持ちもわかる。というか絶対ここより多いに。
Uh-huh.
そうするわけだし、決めることでもないよ。
Oh.
Ro being so understanding.
おつや状態だったライブ、たまに夢に見る。よがりだったのかよ。ともかく。
Rio's already out.
Yep. I think that's the most down we've ever seen her.
やりたいって言ってた。気分だろうな。
Yeah.
Too real. All your clothes on.
やっぱりダメだ。いけそうな気がしてたけど無理です。
No, but not possible.
でも
Stars. Can't do it.
Not today.
って言ってくれたし、大失敗したら高校生活耐えられる気がし、ライブハウスでの演奏。
God, these backgrounds. Actually, just real.
Wow. Yes, that's exactly how it'll go.
目指す道がはっきりして、体調はどう？昨日気になって保健室に戻ったら。
Aww.
そうだったんですか。あと出しておいたからね。
Yep.
文化祭の個人ステージ、結束バンドで出場。
I'm a member of the,
Turned into a Picasso.
入っちゃってたの。危なかったね。
Wow.
文化祭ライブ頑張りましょうね。
So she saw it before. Nice.
Yep, of course.
とこんな感じなんだ。てっきり出たいもの。
Pay no mind to where the coffins came from.
Yeah.
このままじゃ私人殺しだ。参加取りやめればいいじゃん。取り消せないと言われてしまう。明日話してみます。
That's such a high school thing to do.
だけの前。
Uh-huh.
Hey!
激しすぎない？私がいると楽しいよね。そろそろお店始まるので。目をするようになったね。ぼっちちゃん。
Damn.
なんか心配事？
She's dead.
何ライブするってこと？無理です。いつもの箱より多い人の格好での私を知ってる人の前で。
No, don't worry, Bocchi. No one knows you.
これあげる。の前のお返しに私のバンドライブすんの。よかった。
Hey.
いいんですか？もちろん。
Cool.
金ですよね。いいよ、あげるあげる。女子高生から金巻き上げる貧乏バンドマンだとか思ってんの？違うんですか？賠償中ボトルで。やるかバカ。
They're paying for it after all, you know.
Yep.
では結構人気バンドなんだよ。コアなファンを。
Rio's like, I am one of them.
Exactly.
だし、物販でも稼いでるんだから。じゃあなんでいつも安酒ばっかり？
That's a good
Because I
question.
drink a lot of it.
Yeah.
前の電車賃返してもらう。やっぱり金巻き上げ。
Yeah, yeah. Bocchi has a couple people that haven't paid her back.
毎回機材ぶっこ。ぼっちちゃん、他にこいつから返してもらってないお金。
The little cats.
Mhm.
Ears, yeah.
さんからは。クズども、返すの遅くなって。
Yes. Yes.
遅くなってごめんなさい。
At interest.
All right, well, that was resolved.
All right. I'm glad that was taken care of.
Well done, well done.
What is that face?
Why?
Is she gonna have a character arc? We're over here.
Sick hack. Okay.
Just like her. No.
No, she said drunk hack. Like,
Ah, right. Right. She never gets sick from being drunk. She's an expert at this.
home base.
All right.
God, the walking animation.
Yeah.
So good.
This is her band.
Oh my god, Bocchi.
成長したと思った私がバカでした。おはよう。お姉ちゃんに会いたい。ついに伊地知先輩まで。店長の銀ちゃんね。随分可愛くてピチピチな男。
Oh my god.
Instant about face.
37歳です。パンクロックよ。
見た目とのギャップに頭バグるよね。これが乙女なただのおっさんだから。
Oh my gosh.
もうリハーサル終わっちゃいましたよ。ごめん。
結束バンドの人たちですか？
Oh.
Wait, you know about it?
ドラムの島です。
Huh.
よろしく。
So that person's Rio's hero, I take it.
で大体キャラのバランス取れてるのかな。18歳までイギリスにいました。今日本3年目。
I love the broken Japanese.
Yep.
That is amazing.
ロック好きなんですか？No。
No.
日本来たの。ビーバーとしたいです。
Wow.
アニソンこそが日本の最先端の3人って。
She might actually know about Guitar Hero though.
Yeah.
お客さん多いですね。
Yeah, packed.
こんな人気バンドだったんだ。あれ、そういえばリョウはあんなところに座ってる。
She's getting into the mood.
Right. She's not
Yes.
going to enjoy the band from within the
Yeah.
armies.
Yeah.
違うんだぜ感を出す。どんなバンドなんですか？
You're about to find out.
デリックロック。
Psychedelic rock.
年代に流行したジャンルでドラッグによる幻覚を音楽に喋れたんですね。サイケデリックロック、ちょっと気になります。じゃあ明日アルバム3
I'll bring all my albums.
目から聞くのがベスト。気軽にそういうこと言わない方がいいよ。
No, you get plenty of time though with Rio.
All right.
Oh, sick.
すごい。
Oh, the vibrations.
変拍子を完璧に叩くドラム、それでいてロジカルなギター、すべてを支えるベースの音の壁。
Yep.
レイさんの圧倒的なカリスマ性。
Let's take you on a trip.
演者はヒーロー。バンドって最高にかっこいい。私のライブどうだった？よかったです。
Huh?
Oh, but now she's intimidated.
Oh.
すごくキラキラしていて、私なんか高校まで教室の隅でじっとして
Oh.
Hmm.
疲れ合うって本当なんだな。普通の人生すぎてつまんねえって絶望しちゃって
Huh. Sounds like someone you know, Bocchi.
Yeah.
って思ってロック始めたの。ライブハウス行くのも最初めっちゃ怖かったし、辛い
That makes sense.
Saw that coming.
Yep.
や
初めて何かするってのは誰だって怖いよ。
Hmm.
でもぼっちちゃんは路上でもスターリーでもライブできたじゃん。しかも先に頼らず。お姉さん
Oh.
もっと自信持って。無理なら酒でドーピングもある。
Have a drink. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, I can't do that. Yeah.
文化祭ライブ
Juice then and pretend.
イエーイ、その意気だ。
壁の修繕費プラス10万か。
ぼっちちゃんとの連帯責任で
Wow.
文化祭の瀬戸に決めちゃおう。
Rio.
と一晩の持ち時間は15分からだいたい3
All
分くら
right.
いかな。
It's long songs if it's.
負けちゃダメな
No.
ダメ。
Yeah.
少しは痛い目見るべき。
Damn.
うん
ダメなバンドマンに引っかからないで。ベーシストベーシストベーシスト。
A single French fry.
西か優しい。おー、たくさん食え。
Okay. All right.
She never learns.
2曲目にはぼっちのギターソロ入れる。
Ooh.
イクロとぼっち2人の文化祭でしょ。
Oh.
ちょっと攻めすぎ
No.
る気も。いいじゃん。
No.
攻めの姿勢でいこうよ。
Yes.
痛みは4等分。もうつけようとしてギターソロ。
But might that be something where then it kind of has a chance of revealing the situation?
ギターさん
Well, it undermines Kita a little bit because they both play guitar.
Oh.
申し込み用紙捨てたって分かってたの。わざと出したの。本当にごめんなさい。
Yeah.
ありがとうございます。最初はどう
Oh,
しよう
that's a great little shot. Yeah.
ちょっと楽しみっていうか、北さんが用紙を出してくれたからで感謝してます。
Sometimes it takes someone pushing through that wall.
Yep.
もっともっと練習頑張るから絶対成功させましょうね。はい。どうしても後藤さんに文化祭ライブ出てほしかったんだ。だって後藤さんは私のギター練習見てもらえませんか？後藤さんも自分の練習あるし、
Okay.
練習して変わりたいんです。付き合ってあげたら？高いよ。はい。 ぼっちちゃん一緒じゃないの？後藤さん補習で。ああ。ぼっちちゃんが消えた。
Oh no. Oh
Well,
no. Oh
okay.
no. Oh no. Is it like grades or something? No. No.
It'll be fine.
Bocchi's at home, like, under a covers, just like, I can't do it, I can't do it, I can't do it, I can't do it, I can't do it. I remember having that moment where, after, like, sort of having, like, a couple meetups with a group who were playing music in our garage, and it was something where I was like, we could play in front of some other people. And then literally, like, 2 other people came just to be like, oh, you guys are doing this. That's cool. Play whatever you're playing right now. Well, listen. I was like, no, I don't want to do this anymore. Like that killed my entire desire for it right there. Like, we still played because we had to, right?
Right.
But it was something where I was like, yeah, you know, guys, I don't really want to do this. And then the whole thing died like 2 weeks later.
There's mental assent and acknowledgement to the concept of something.
Right.
And then there's the physical reality of when
I
the
have
fear
to
and
go
the
do
nerves
this.
hit.
Right. Like an example of this is going up on stage. A lot of people have stage fright. I had a very specific kind of stage fright. I was okay to make announcements from a stage. I was okay to act from stage, but I could never do a speech on stage. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I can yell something to a whole group of people and be like, next up, such and such.
Gotcha.
You know, that's an announcement. It's very simple. Acting, where it's a group of people, where I'm not the only one up there. Mm-hmm. Where I just have to say my line, and I know when my line is done, I'm done.
Right.
But it's like, oh, no. Give a speech where you, like...
You're the center of the stage.
You're the center. No.
Yeah.
Fuck that. All right. Okay. We got
right.
some time with Bocchi, and then eventually with Drunk Sensei.
Mm-hmm.
And she gets some really cool insights into her character here.
Yes.
And I appreciated that.
The show knows me so well. It's like, oh, hey, you bring in this fantastically wonderful character, into the series. Hey, wouldn't that be great if she got, like, just a little bit more focus? Like, yes, she's not one of the main cast, right? But just to showcase that she's one of the main supporting characters.
Right, and she's already gone through her arc for the most part, so having it be something about her revealing that to Bocchi rather than going through it with any of the characters, I feel like is a really simple, straightforward way to kind of have her positioned in the story as a sensei, in a way.
And the idea of using alcohol to get over the nerves, I definitely...
Yeah, that's super relatable.
Yeah, that I feel that. Like,
oh my gosh. Like, alcohol, caffeine, sugar, any kind of drug, effectively, that can, like, give you that, okay, I'm going to get out of myself, basically. Get out of my own head for a second here. Do what I know I can do, and not think about how I look or feel in the moment while doing it. I can think about that later,
but not in the moment.
In the moment, I need to be able to perform. And this is something that is super relatable, not just in, like, the music context, but in the sports context, in the YouTube context.
I've done that a few times.
In whole kinds of contexts. It's something that I feel like everyone kind of medicates in that regard some way. But
you gotta figure out your own way to do the thing.
Right, but the idea of doing it from the entertainment/performer side of things, where you kind of end up having that opportunity for vulnerability or judgment or shame, as Rio put it, of kind of failing, and thus most of the ways you can fail are based around you in the moment, second-guessing yourself or, doubting your own ability to perform, and then you end up self-sabotaging. It's not actually that you were going to do badly because it's hard to perform. It's about the way you think about the performing while you're doing it.
Yeah, it's all in your head, Mr. Tweety. It's the fear is the mind killer and all that stuff.
Right.
Where it's like, oh, suddenly, like, okay, yeah, if you aren't sure about your abilities, that's fine when you're, like, not in the act of doing them, right? Because then it's like, okay, you can just figure that out. But then suddenly when it's like, wait a minute, no, you can't just pause the performance, right? You can't just be like, all right, hang on a sec, I'm going to go, like,
time dilation. I need to bang my head against the floor while I roll around.
Right, exactly. Reconvince myself that, no, it's fine, you can do this. That doesn't work when you're in the thick of it.
Nope.
So you just got to kind of go.
it's a rough life, Bocchi, but there are going to be times where you're going to be woefully unprepared for something emotionally.
Right.
And thus you're going to need to lean on other people in order to be able to do those kinds of things. Now, sometimes it's also good to have somebody like Kita, like she was saying, of like, hey, you know, you kind of did this for me, and I'm really appreciative that you did that. Now, we see almost immediately after that Bocchi is not here at the Culture Festival.
Right.
Which is probably because Bocchi did not think about, in the same way like earlier in the episode it happened, to the, hey, last night I was like, yeah, I can do this, but then in the morning, nope, I can't do it. Nope.
Not possible.
Nope.
Yeah. But hey, that just goes to show that you're growing, Bocchi, right? The fact that you even, like...
That's
even,
an upgrade, yeah.
Even if it was through maybe not the best motivations... You know, you took that application and you filled it out and you were
true.
there, and who knows? I like to think that there was a part of Bocchi that basically realized this is something I want to do, but there's this other part of me that's in the way. So I'm gonna latch on to that, like, you know, attention seeker energy and make myself black out so that way I'll go and, you know, like, I'm already here. I filled it out. Okay, now I just have to put it in. Oh no, yeah, right.
Hey, no, what are you doing?
Yep.
I'm just destroying the weak one inside me, you know. It's like
kill the Bocchi that the rocker may live.
That the rocker may live, yes. Oh, that's really good. That's really good. But yeah, speaking of rockers, what were they called? Hack? Something hack.
Hack sick hack.
Sick hack.
Yeah.
They're a psychedelic rock band. Bocchi heard their sound, realized that they're very different from the way that their sound would be. Not just
very good.
Yeah, but they're very good. The idea that their sound is something that is something that inspired her while also didn't intimidate her. It was actually that Hiroi's charisma on stage was what intimidated her.
Which makes sense.
But it's a very cool distinction. The idea that Bocchi being Guitar Hero means that she has the talent to be able to recognize the game that they have. So when she listens to that, she goes, oh shit, this is good music. I really like it. The idea in that it sounds chaotic, but underlying all of it is this hard logic of like, that's some good ass playing.
And I gotta say, I really appreciated that, because when I hear psychedelic rock, I have no idea what that means, right? Other than, you know, the history of how it came about. But like, as far as the actual sound, I don't get it. Right?
I only kind of recognized it because of the lyrics, but if they had asked me without telling me what kind of rock this was, I wouldn't be able to tell you other than the visuals. I would be like,
right.
It's probably some psychedelic rocks. I'm pretty sure that's a thing.
Right, they're leaning into the brand of it for sure.
Right. But the sound I couldn't recognize as that, but the lyrics definitely gave me that vibe.
Right. Yeah. And Bocchi being able to piece apart, the way in which they're doing things that would, from maybe a traditional perspective, and I don't know music, but from my limited understanding, from a traditional perspective, this would be seen as some of the things would be seen as inaccurate or wrong, like with the drumming being, you know, that bit offbeat, right? But it's intentionally offbeat in that regular way, right? So that way it's like it adds to the effect and experience and things.
Right. I would say it's not that it's inaccurate; it's that it's irregular. It's the idea that music always follows a form of consistency. There's going to be a pattern, but usually it's quicker. You can establish the patterns quicker, but when you look at the composition like holistically, that's when you can see the patterns a lot more effectively with song styles like this, where the drummer specifically was like that, but they actually were saying that the guitar was very, very logical. So it wasn't that the whole thing was like that, but
exactly,
but that was specifically just
intentional bits of things that resemble chaos, right? Inserted in order to make this experience. And so that's how, because of their extreme competence with their own instruments and as a band collectively, they were then able to do things that are, you know, on the more experimental side of things, right? Where it's we understand the rules so we can bend them and maybe break them a little bit when we need to, right? Because we understand how they work, why they work, and, you know, all that stuff in order to make a unique experience. So,
yeah, it's a fun way to do kind of the sports anime thing where you see the other team that's really good and you go, oh, okay, cool, that's what a really good team looks like. But also, this is something that then ties in really well to the reveal later that Hiroi was the nervous, shy loner girl who sat in the back of her classroom and was scared to go outside and didn't really like people in general, and then just also had to deal with the, oh god, I'm gonna have to perform and get up on stage and it's gonna be so hard and so
stomachs in knots. Yeah.
Medicate, drink. But all that being said, we heard from Nijika's sister. There was a point where she didn't do that all the time. So I want to throw out the idea there that Hiroi is not lying entirely.
Oh, yeah.
But she is not being, entirely truthful for the purpose of encouraging Bocchi. There's an element of this where she was a musician performing, no alcohol, or maybe not as much specifically, and this was a thing that she was doing, realizing, but this part is true, so I'm going to lean into this a little bit more extremely to encourage Bocchi.
If my memory serves me correctly from Nijika's sister, it's that the drinking started once the concert started.
I know, and she was saying before concerts you wouldn't drink this much. And
right.
So that's my point, is that it's a thing of you would drink less, but you were still maybe like.
Gotcha.
Showing a progression
not
towards
how much
more
of it happened
drunkenness.
at all or whatever.
Right.
The vice that she leaned into in order to deal with the problem,
has gotten worse.
It's right. It's become self-sustaining in its own sake, even though she would probably be fine and wouldn't have to deal about nerves.
Right.
Nerves going on
And my
stage.
point about that is that if you're doing that to solve a problem and maybe it becomes an addiction, there's nothing to say that, like, why, like, the addiction is probably not just there because alcohol is very addictive. It's probably there also as well because she still gets nervous. Like, it's a thing that is still a problem and stuff.
Sure.
So I would love to almost have the reveal that this is a thing.
That's my secret cap.
Yeah. I'm always nervous. It's like it's the, oh no, I really need this. I've not used it as a crutch, but it's a way that we could get a lot more into her character.
My sauce is that I'm sauced.
I mean, I think that sometimes people can end up medicating, and it ends up temporarily putting like a Band-Aid on a situation, but they're still bleeding. They're still like dealing with that stuff, and it's really interesting to see how, in some ways, the fact that they are using a less than total kind of fix for something ends up actually making the underlying problem worse by the over-reliance on a single thing. And I don't think that they're necessarily wanting to go super in depth into Hiroi.
Right, because she's not the main character.
Right, but they haven't done this with
with any of the other supporting characters.
With the older characters,
right?
Especially,
Yep.
But we met another band, and Bocchi listened to them play. None of them had any opportunity to recognize you, but the idea that they could now also go to your school's culture festival, possibly.
Maybe.
It's probably those kinds of things are open to the general public.
Yeah, I would think so, because otherwise it's just like...
Because then why are
the students are the ones running it and stuff, and while they also enjoy it...
You have to have people to attend the things other than just the families, right?
Right, exactly. Well, and also, if you bring families, then, like, wouldn't it just be open to the public?
Right.
You know?
I could see them, though, having some kind of thing of, like, which student are you signed up with? We can't just have random perverts coming into the school.
Show ID. Okay, cool. Yep. Parents of, family of this
Right.
student,
And then they maybe have, like, a fire, code limit of, like...
I'm sure that, that would definitely be there
but
regardless.
for that, for sure, but specifically for the, just so that we make sure we don't kick out family members of people... Because if you have, like, a band perform like this, there's a possibility that you get so many people before even some of the parents show up that they're like, oh, fire code. Nope, you guys can't. We can't literally let you see your little Johnny.
I mean, that would be a good problem to have as far as band performances go. Maybe not for the other, families,
Students or families or something like
weren't
that.
going there for that. But yeah, I get the feeling the fire code stuff is probably not an issue at big ass schools.
Right, but I'm interested in seeing the turnout be something that's an actual, like, part of the story, because given that Bocchi's not around, like, where is she? That's one part, but I feel like just getting up and performing where it's
it'll be interesting, because the idea of Bocchi having disappeared because it's late in the show,
Yes.
there's a part of me that actually wants it to be something where it's not that she's missing in the traditional sense, right? She's like, well, I can't drink, so I'll get energy drinks or something like that, right? And so she's just chugging Red Bulls,
She's been
right?
up all night.
Yeah, and she's
running
just like,
around the city.
just like, okay, all right, let's go, right?
That would be a funny Bocchi kind of joke meme thing. Is just
Oh yeah.
just
'Cause-
zipping around.
But at the same time, it could be a final struggle with her insecurities and stuff.
Sure.
Because as far as what this performance could represent,
Mm-hmm.
this seems like it could very much be the finale of the show.
I think
right?
it is, yeah.
Yeah, because like if you have one episode that's the, dealing with whatever the results of Bocchi being disappeared
Sure.
are and all that stuff, and then the final episode being the performance and the aftermath and all that stuff, I think that would be a nice way to wrap it up.
Yeah, I think they could do the first third or half on the Bocchi's struggling, Mm-hmm. But I think they're very much going to do the concert performance is like spilling over into the next episode, like after this next one. But I think that if anything, the best thing they could do with the finale, because I believe it is 12 episodes for this
I think so.
this season. Yes, it is.
Yeah, 12 episodes, yeah.
They could have the last episode be one that's not the concert, but about the, hey, we're now a legit band now. We have a fan group.
Sure.
Like they're
Good old
clamoring
epilogue.
for us. Yeah, exactly. Or the springboard for whatever the next thing is. And
That's a good point.
And
Yeah.
and having basically a wild performance that people really love. When also there's a possibility that something we were talking about before this this episode was recorded, the idea of Guitar Hero being recognized at all means that Bocchi, you are like this close from having a whole bunch of people recognize you.
Yep.
Because of the fact that anybody recognized you once you started hanging out with people. Mm-hmm. Now they were musicians specifically, so
Right.
that means they have a proclivity to search out other local musician kind of
Totally.
stuff. And even though Guitar Hero is not necessarily local, there is a very real thing of YouTube for like specific countries being insular, so they probably know that Guitar Hero is Japanese, but also
That's a good point.
Two,
Yeah, then
another
30,000
thing-
subs could mean something very different.
it could mean something very different. And also, given that Bocchi shows like the bottom half of her
Yeah, because
while
we
performing.
like in the first episode, I believe it's the usual shot of like the person that's playing the guitar, and they want to be able to show that like, yes, this is me playing
This
the
is me,
guitar.
yeah.
This is how proficient I am with all the stuff and everything. And if they put on a cool outfit or whatever to fit the theme of what
Sure.
they're doing, great.
But that means then that if you perform here at the festival, and this might be why she's so nervous actually.
Sure.
You just
Yeah.
have a bunch of people that are suddenly like,
Right.
wait a minute.
They find her and they're like, Bocchi, are you nervous? No, it's that I just got doxxed.
Or it'd be really funny is that it's the thing of where Bocchi is okay with them doing this because they're doing all original songs. They're not covering anything.
There you go.
But the idea of maybe having like, oh no, that doesn't make sense. Never mind.
Yeah, they don't need to worry about an encore or anything. It's like a very, very tightly, done thing. You've got 15 minutes.
Well, I was meaning just that if someone had her do a song that she'd already covered as Guitar Hero, then people
right.
would recognize the playing style and stuff like that.
Yeah, that probably won't be an issue.
But it still also doesn't make sense because they're a band now, so her
Well,
role would be different too.
But when she gets the guitar solo in the second song, that's when I'm thinking it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Because then she's going to be performing
Sure.
all by herself, right?
Yeah.
And I just want to point out, the first time that we had someone recognize her was when she did a guitar solo,
That's
even if it
true.
was impromptu.
Yep.
So, take that and then take the number of people that were at Starry that one night, all 8 of them.
Multiply it by 50.
Multiply it by 100. And, yeah,
Yep.
that could be pretty crazy.
But y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get an early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access. So you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general, and also be sure to check out our Twitch channel.
We stream every weekday. The info's in the description.
Yes, if ain't that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb,
I'm Jacob.
and we'll see you all
Next time.